Hello, welcome to Let's Go Live Writing Sprint. So happy Saturday. I hope you guys have had a wonderful start to your morning. So the lawn crew that's normally here, they came early. Hey Sienna. Hey Mama Bird. Welcome. So Sienna, tell us what time it is on your side of the world. I know you've been waiting up, staying awake for this, so I appreciate that. But so anyway, the lawn crew came, which is nice, and then they're gone, and so you may hear shuffling from my bulldog. I cannot get him to settle down. I feel like every time I try to do a live and it's quiet in the house, he's just like, party, and I'm like, no, it's not time to party. You said, oh, it's midnight, girl. Okay, so that's, 13 hours ahead of us? Bless your heart for staying up. Are you actually writing, or are you just going to hang out with us and chit-chat? And today, too, my allergies showed up because apparently they're like, girl, we want to be on this live, too. So I have cough drops with me, and I'll probably be drinking a lot more water than I normally do because I keep having to clear my throat, and it's so annoying when you're trying to concentrate, and I don't want to be, annoying with you guys on here. You're going to write. Oh my gosh, good for you. I can't tell you the last time I stayed up till midnight last week because my daughter was coming back from a concert, and so I was waiting up because, she is obviously super excited and wants to tell me how the concert went. But that's probably like the last time I stayed up till midnight. So mad respect that you're going to actually write and it be midnight. There's no way I could have cohesive thoughts. Definitely not creative thoughts. It'd probably be garbage. And what are you writing? I'd love to hear that too. See, that's what I'm talking about. All that throat clearing. It's so annoying. Okay, so EB, yay! Okay, EB, we talked about this last time. Did you want to join the live? She had the funniest comment about why she couldn't join my live last time because she wasn't, properly dressed, and it was hilarious. Oh, good, Sienna. So you've been writing all day and your story is flowing. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. I have my tea. Oh, does tea keep you awake? I'm kind of like a strange bird. I don't like hot liquids, so I don't like soup or coffee or hot tea. I know, and tea is so good for you. Like the green and black tea is so good for you. Yes, I can or not. Okay, so me and Evie talked. She was on vacation for 2 weeks, and she joined me. I'm hoping my headphones work. So Evie Slayer, she is going to be on Let's Go Live in August. Oh my gosh, that was already August. And so she was kind of doing a write with me a couple weeks ago, went on vacation, and now you are back. You can drink it cold. Tea, I know. I'm in Texas, and let me tell you, tea is huge here. Sweet tea, unsweetened tea, it's a big deal. And so you go to every barbecue, every restaurant, it's if you don't have tea, it's just, you're a horrible restaurant and a horrible host. Okay, Evie, yeah, I'll add you if you are ready, and we'll go live together. And probably not. I know, and then Sienna, if you wanted to go live together, we could. Hey! I can't even hear you. I see you.
I was hoping you.
Wait. I think I hear you, kind of.
Well, as soon as you added me, I took a bite of something. I was like, oh no. Hi, good morning.
Hey.
I'm not a morning person at all.
You're so, your volume is so light though. I can barely hear you. I can't hear you at all. Are you talking? Wait.
Can you hear me better?
Oh my
Am I there now?
gosh, night and day difference.
Oh, okay. So, I wanted to use the headphones, but I guess not.
Bummer.
But yeah, I had just taken a bite of something when you added me, so I was like, oops, my bad.
Well,
But
welcome back. Where did you go on vacation, if you don't mind telling us?
Oh, well, it wasn't exactly a vacation, but I guess so. My sister got married to her lumberjack, and
Congratulations.
so I went to Michigan to give her away.
Oh my God,
Um,
that's wonderful though. Congratulations. I
mhm.
love weddings, new love. It's just like so sweet and hopeful. And I'm like, oh, this is why we write romance books.
Exactly. It was really sweet, and I've met him. I guess this would be my second time meeting him in person because they're in Michigan and I'm in California. And with COVID and everything, we couldn't really meet.
Yep.
But he definitely loves her. Like, he was crying more than I was, and I was crying. I'm 11 years older than my sister too, so people are mistaking me for her mom. Like, oh, congratulations on your daughter. I'm like, okay. I mean, she did
Okay,
call
she's
me
my
mom.
sister.
Right.
Back off.
But it was fine. It was beautiful.
Don't you love that? My niece got married last summer and they were high school sweethearts. And then she
Aw.
stayed around. She's a year older than him, so she kind of hung around in community college, waiting for him to graduate high school. Then they went off to college together, same college. And now they're done and they graduated. He was bawling like a baby. It was so beautiful. He kept tearing up. And my niece is very emotional too, but he was more emotional than her. I was like, I love this love.
Yeah, it's cute. I'm for them. And then I got to see some friends and other family because I used to live in Michigan. So, and my husband, his family's in Indiana, so it's just a hop, skip over. So yeah, it was a long vacation, long trip. I'm still recovering from it.
Oh, I want to unpack. I hate packing. I hate unpacking. That suitcase can sit there and rot with my
Mhm.
clothes in it.
Yeah, but it was fun. Hi, Julie. Hi, Renee. Actually, I don't know if that's how you pronounce your name. Read by Renee. But hi, everybody. I have not been live in years. I used to go live all the time for nail art, so this is like, I don't have any of this stuff anymore.
For
Yeah.
nail art, I'm on the OMG, I'm on the same.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I love going live. It's so much fun just to connect with people. I feel like, as writing, it's so solitary.
It
And I know we have to get the
is.
work done and the words down, right? But I'm like, anybody else out there writing? Hello?
Yeah, it's
Can we sit in
true.
silence and write together?
Mm-hmm. And I mostly, okay, my camera's drifting. I mostly do my writing at night too, so nobody's up. I am not a morning person. The struggle to be here this early, you have no idea.
Well,
But
the
I'm
same thing
here.
with, okay, so Sienna, our little Aussie friend, it's midnight there, and she's already
Oh,
been writing all day. So she's been staying awake for this live, and that's so sweet.
good for you.
But no, I
That's
told her, I
awesome.
said, nothing is happening at midnight in my life other than like the back of my eyelids.
That's my golden hour. Okay,
Okay.
so what is everyone working on today? Are you still working on book 3 stuff? You were writing about, who were you writing about? I can't remember.
Girl, that same damn book. My
I,
editor is like, you are so behind. I was like, I know. I know I
uh,
am. And that's why I started these writing sprints because one, like I said, I love Hamilton. You
Hamilton
got
too.
it, baby. And so this book is totally okay. So I thought it was going to be this like cute small town romance, cop
Mhm.
romance. it has taken like a sharp turn into like the darkness, which I am a dark romance writer. I should have expected this, but you know, it's all the yes, you're behind too. So I'm so behind because it keeps getting darker, and I was like, you know, yeah, she's a lady of the night, and so you know, of course, I threw in there that she has an addiction, so there's some substance abuse in there. And then I was like, you know, that's not enough. Let me up the stakes on my Hamilton. And so I've been writing where now she's in trouble. Like there's people after her. And so my sweet
Wow.
small town romance is turning into like romantic suspense. I'm like, I don't know how I got here. And I sent
Sometimes,
parts to my dev editor. I'm like, you've got to help me cut this back because I'm already over my word count. And she's like, I
uh,
will. And so she's already cut out, I think, 10,000 words in the beginning. I'll just put those in as deleted scenes on my
mhm.
website for free. But yeah, I got to get that book done.
You can do it. We'll work on it today.
What
I've
about you?
got to I've got to work on edits myself, so I've got the big binder here to start putting in some edits and things.
Man,
Um,
if I saw that binder, I would cry.
yeah, I've been avoiding it, and
For
but I
real.
need to get in. Every time I try to start on it, I get interrupted. So I'm like, I'm gonna force myself to do it today. Just get started because I know life is always gonna interrupt, but I just need to get stuff done.
Yes, life is lifing.
And Sienna, what are you working on? She's been working all day, putting us to shame over here.
Book two for me is Stop, and a short story is Flowing. I like those palette cleansers. I have a really super raunchy Cougars and Cubs series. So I sometimes go and play over that and over there and write on that. But you know, that's probably why Hamilton is behind because I'm over there writing raunchy stuff. I'm like, stay on track.
I'm not good at writing short stories. They always turn into something much longer.
Oh, I totally agree. Like I'm super wordy. That's my problem is I can just, you
Mm.
know, write forever. Like Tomlin and Takahashi that I had to break up into two stories was like 200,000 words. I had four
Mm.
betas. God bless their souls. They like, you know, I know. They helped me trim it back and cut it back. And they're like, this is repetitive and you already said it, but a different way and all that stuff. I was like, whoo.
Oh, that's good though. That's good that they were
I
thorough.
know. I lost two of them. I think I burnt them out.
Ah.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. One graduated college with honors in their master's program. So she went on to actually go into her livelihood, which, oh, Matt, she's such a wonderful person. She does therapy dogs. I mean, she's phenomenal. So I wish her all the best, and we still keep in
Mhm.
touch. And then my other one, she recently got married and found out she was pregnant. And so
Oh,
she's like, I really don't have the time. I'm like, girl, I get it.
yeah, that
Congratulations.
is
Those are exciting
understandable.
events. So
Okay, well, that's cool. Well, we should get started because we can chit chat forever.
for real. Okay, 25 minutes on the
Okay.
timer. Good. And then a 5 minute break. Hopefully it'll only be a 5 minute chit chat.
It could be longer when we like each other, so let's
I know. I apologize for my annoying allergies and all that jazz. Ugh.
Mine is messing with me too. My eyes are watering, my nose is getting stuffy,
Mine always
so
is
I
like that
understand.
dry cough. It's so
Mm,
annoying. And then, you know, it's not the ideal for writing sprints.
right.
Y'all don't want to hear me coughing and hacking while we're writing.
Thank you, Julie. Julie is a friend of mine from high school. I actually saw her in Michigan, so she's
That's
rooting for
sweet.
us.
All right, let's go. Good luck. Happy writing. And 25 starting now.
Okay. Hi, Chrissy.
Alrighty.
Okay. You'll probably hear my kid playing her game. So
Your
my
child is
daughter, daughter. If you hear like lots of typing, it's my daughter. Okay, how did it go, everybody? With your edits or your typing? I'm editing, but your writings. How did it go?
How old is she?
She's 9.
Oh, that's so sweet. Is she working on something too? You said she's typing.
No, just games.
She's so good though. She's so quiet. Like if mine are here, they're not here today, but oh my gosh, it's like you can hear them fighting, or if he's gaming, you can hear that noise and his voice.
No, she's pretty good. So, well, I told her to. I was like, I'm gonna be on a live, so be careful of the camera, because she's like right next to me and stuff.
That's just.
But no, yeah, she's a good kid. So
Typing and writing. That's what Sienna said.
Good for you, Sienna.
Yeah, Sienna, you're a grandmother, correct?
Wow.
And I think all your babies are out, but I thought you had one still at home with you, but I also thought you were a grandma. That sounds so terrible the way I say it, grandma.
125
yes, you are
words. That's good, Gina. Congrats. Aww.
And grandma at 3.
That's special.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so I was trying to see how many words I got. It was kind of slow going. Yeah, 432 words. That was a little slow, a little rough.
That's not slow. I mean, it's more than 0, right? See,
exactly.
I got to like partway through chapter 2. Thankfully, like I've got handwritten notes, so hold on. Oh my gosh, this thing is so heavy. But if you see the page upside down, I've got handwritten notes everywhere. But I can touch type, so I can just look at them and type without having to like go back and forth between looking at the keyboard and looking at what I wrote. So I'm able to type them out pretty fast, thankfully. But I don't know how many words. I just know I'm in like chapter 2 right now. So
Sienna got 500 words. That's awesome.
Yeah, good.
Well, let me, Evie, are you doing, so those are developmental edits, or are they line edits, or kind of both?
It's some of both. Yeah, I edited the series all at once for hashtag Beauty and the Bell, because I needed to add some scenes, take some scenes out. I wanted to make sure like book 1 isn't going to have stuff that isn't in book 3 or vice versa. So I edited them at the same time, and I went back, like this is maybe my 3rd written edit where I do it on paper and then type it in. So I'm making this my final one, because you know with editing you can keep tweaking and tweaking and tweaking and tweaking and tweaking until you're like bleeding from the eyeball. Yeah, forever. So I'm forcing this to be the last one.
I know an author, and she has 20 books published, and so when I was working on my debut novel, but yeah, because you can edit to death, and she said, when you can't read your book one more damn time and you absolutely hate the story, she goes, then it's ready to publish. That's when you know you're done editing, because you can't stand your own story. I was like, I would never hate my story.
Yes,
it was so
you
true.
Can. You definitely can hate it.
And, you know, these stories go through so many eyes. You know, they'll go through mine, a dev editor, a line editor. I have alphas, there's proofreaders, and then there'll still be a typo, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, it happens. It's okay, though. I'm trying to be more lenient on myself and just, you know, I'm doing it kind of all by myself, except for I do have a proofreader. But still, it's mostly me. So,
have you thought about alphas or betas?
Well, I did have beta readers, and because I had a couple of beta readers. Then I put the stories up on Wattpad. Like the very first draft I put on Wattpad, so that was kind of my beta read, because I had like quite a few people commenting and stuff. And
Right.
then I have, I guess, a couple of people as alpha readers, but I don't have a lot. And then there's the ARC team who just thank you for reading this stuff before it goes out, right before it's published, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I don't have a ton of alpha readers right now. A lot of people who I know and trust are really just too busy to read. So I get it. There's so much out there. And as a debut author as well, like I am trying to build that rapport with people, and that takes time.
No, it does. I have well, okay, so I had 4 betas, and really I was using that term beta, but they're really like alphas, and so now I have like 2 alphas because what was I you don't need a ton of alphas. That's so true though,
Yeah.
because what was that, Cassie's? Let me put on my glasses. Just good ones. Yeah, you're so right though, because if you get too many alphas, you get way too much feedback on your story. It is overwhelming, and then you're in dev edits forever.
Right. Yeah, no, I agree. I try to keep my readers like for, how do I want to word this? I try to use diverse people though. So I try to like pick someone who's older. I try to pick someone who's like a diehard Christian. Like I try to pick different people to read the story because I want to get an opinion of how much is this going to make you uncomfortable type deal. So yeah.
Nowadays, just everything seems to be so divisive. It's too right, it's too left. I'm just like, oh my gosh, can we just all agree that, it's fiction, it's meant to be fun? I mean, on my debut novel, I did have a sensitivity reader. And then that sensitivity reader was also my a lady who, well, my sister-in-law who speaks Spanish. She's fluent in it was not her first language, but it was her mom's first language. So she helped, and so I've had other people. When I had Talman and Takahashi, I had a lady reach out to me, and she asked if I would be if I need a sensitivity reader for that, because she had taken 13 years of judo, and she was located in Japan. And so she read them, and I thought that is so cool that people will reach out to you. At least in my experience, I've had that. On Hamilton, good luck. Because it's going to be like it's really, heavy subjects, right? It's prostitution and, so, but that's how I write. So I definitely I'm not for everybody. And I know that. And I stick content warnings on everything so people don't go in blind. So true. Everyone gets offended about everything. I know I can't keep up. I was reading something where, do you remember, I think, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch? What's his real name?
I don't know who or what you're talking about. Are you talking about music still or writing? I'm confused. A music group or something.
Okay, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. He is, gosh, what's his last name? Mark. He's an out actor, but he used to be the Calvin Klein underwear
80s
model, yes, or 90s or something.
Oh,
Mark
okay.
Wahlberg, yes. Okay,
Right.
thank you.
I wasn't following him then.
Well, I couldn't remember his real. I mean, girl, I know it's been decades since he was Wahlberg or Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. But he was in a boy band, or maybe he was not in a boy band, or his brother was, and then he went solo. I don't know. Anyway, he was presented an award, and to this cast of Everything All at Once, and then they came out and said, well, he shouldn't have been the one to present the award to them because when he was 16, he had an altercation with some Vietnamese kids. But that dude was like in his 50s. And I just think, like, I mean, the sins of our past come back to haunt us, obviously.
Yep, they do. This is why I will never run for office or anything, because I don't even need to go through that.
Heck, man, they dig around and there's some stuff that you just forget. Like, I may have done it, but I just forgot about it. But yeah, if you run for office, they'll go back and they'll find it.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
So, Evie, do you want to tell them what you're editing real quick?
What I'm editing?
Yeah. Wow, when he was 18, ridiculous. And I'm like, okay, when we were teenagers, we did stupid stuff all the time.
Teenagers do stupid stuff. It's true. I'm working on final edits for book 2 called Revelation, which will be after Evolution, which I published in June. So it's a continuation of Sasha and Ricky's story.
Do you have a release date in mind yet?
Tentatively, yes. And it's so far back, I think I'll be fine because it's like November 14th, I believe, or November 17th. It's like right before Black Friday. And so I figure people will be traveling for whatever, and so they'll have a book to read while they travel. So yeah, November. But I could possibly publish sooner than that. I mean, so the second book is the shortest out of the series. And I think it took me like a month and a half to get book 1 out once I did the final edit. So I don't think I could probably do it sooner, but I wanted book 1 to have time to like grow and gain readers and stuff like that before I released book 2. I didn't want to do it back to back.
Yeah. How many words roughly is book 2?
Right now I think it's at 70K, 70-ish. And the first one was at 93, I believe. And then the third one, though, I actually trimmed a chunk of it because it was like 120. So much happens. And I was like, let me cut and move stuff over. So I think I was able to cut it down to 100K, but I don't know.
Did you move some of it into book 2?
I was able to move like one part into book 2, but it wasn't enough. Like it's still over 100K.
Girl, I have that same problem all the time. I'm like, I need to tell you all the backstory, and then we got to go in depth, and we got to unpack their trauma. I just can't tell. Like, I interview a lot of authors on Let's Go Live on Thursdays, and I'm always curious about word count. Like, I cannot get a full story in with like 80,000 words. I don't know what my problem is, and I've tried to work with like a beat sheet, which is like, this happens here, and I've worked with my second developmental editor. She's like, by chapter 29, you need to have the inciting event. I'm like, I can't have the inciting event by then.
Yeah, it's hard when there's a lot that goes into writing a book and writing a story. So when you're trying to get like all the scenes right and set the mood and everything, and you don't want to rush into the exciting part sometimes because then you might forget something important, like, well, what about, or how did they get there? Because there's some books that I read where I'm like, how did they get from point A to point B? I don't understand what happened. And it just jumped suddenly. It's like, okay, I'm lost, but I'll finish reading it, but I'm completely lost. So I get wanting to establish what's happening in the story between the characters. And it can take some chapters to do that too.
Well, and if you are doing any kind of world building, that adds to it as well.
Especially for fantasies, that's a lot of world building in those. But they're expected to be longer though, the fantasy stories or sci-fi.
Yeah, I world build in romance. I know you're not supposed to do it, but I'm like, we need to set the stage.
Well, I liked Takahashi's house. I wouldn't mind visiting or living there. It sounded pretty cool. So that was a decent world build there.
He's rich. Of course, we all want to live like that in the mountains. Bassie, you said, do you have a release date? Was that for EB?
Oh, yeah.
It is.
Yeah, I told her. At least I'm pretty sure she heard.
Yeah.
So, yeah, November. Maybe before, but we'll see. I don't want to kill myself doing it, so, because it's a lot, you know. Since I'm doing it all by myself, I'm going to take some time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, you ready? 25 more minutes?
Yes, I'm ready to continue with my edits.
All right, I'll put it up, you guys. Good luck.
Okay, I'll mute myself since my kid's over here hammering
How are
away.
you able to do that? You can mute yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, then you'll want Henry coughing.
I've got a little
Oh, microphone? Let me try
the
it.
microphone.
Girl, you learn something new every day on here.
Yes.
Okay.
It's helpful.
That's awesome. I'm gonna mute myself and then like cough out a lung or something.
Okay.
Okay, 25 minutes.
All right, let's do this. Good luck, everybody.
Alrighty, we're back.
Okay, did the alarm go off? It's a long chapter. I had a lot of typing to do.
How did you
it go,
guys do?
everybody?
I kind of got engrossed in that one. It was like really good because I was in the middle of like a shocking discovery. And you know how those are good because you can continue writing.
That's good. Those are the good scenes, the exciting ones when even you're like, yeah, I love this. I'm interested in what's going to happen, right? 600 words. That's good, Sienna.
Good job. Sienna, what are you working on?
It's more than last time, too. Oh, well, last time she did 500 words, so she got more done this time, so.
I know. Good. I'm wondering what she's working on, if it's a new book or if it's one that she's has in the series. Beauty and the Beast Reloaded. Oh, yeah, the anthology that the group is in, the baby author group. How many stories? I had no idea. I think it's like 3 separate releases, isn't it? It kind of got really, really big. I had to back out because obviously I have to finish this book.
I haven't heard about this anthology yet.
Like This Day and Age. 3 books. Yeah, there's a baby author group that they're putting together an anthology, a fairy tale retelling, modern day. It could be super spicy, it could be not. And I think each book, correct me if I'm wrong, Sienna, each book has a different level of spice. So I think like book 1, let's say, for example, is, somewhat spicy, not totally clean or a closed door, but it has some. And then I think book 2 is middle, and like book 3 is smut. But I didn't think I'd make it either, my first fairy tale. Yeah, different levels or different books. Okay, so I was going to do Cinderella retelling. Oh, gosh, I need to sneeze, my allergies. Cinderella retelling, and I was going to do it where Cinderella was a biker. And,
that's awesome.
And instead of Cinderella having step sisters, she has step brothers. I know. And so she's going to, have like tattoos and just, everything opposite of the Cinderella life. So, but maybe one day I'll participate in that. I love that. Yeah, I had a bunch of ideas, but oh my gosh, if I could just clone myself, if I could just plug into my brain everything that's in there that I want to do and just download it. I know I heard someone was saying that authors use AI to help write their books. And I'm just like, how does that happen? And I would love to download my brain.
Yeah, I mean, I think the issue with AI, it's typically using someone else's work to help model something for you or create something for you. So it's not going to be your ideas.
Yeah,
and
your work.
It could border plagiarism too. So I wouldn't use AI to write books. But
yeah, okay. I don't know what people are doing. Nope, no, I'm sitting here trudging away. I'm not using AI, but I was like, if there was a way like AI could plug into my brain and download all my shiny new ideas, that'd be cool.
That sounds really interesting, Sienna. So it's so with these anthologies, or with this anthology, everything is modern day, and they're just, I mean, I've never written a fairy tale, so, or even anything based off of fairy tales. I mean, I guess everything kind of is based off of a fairy tale to some extent that we've heard when we were children, but
yeah, this anthology has like a list, and there are some fairy tales I've never even heard of that are going to be retold. So I was like, that'd be super cool, but I'd probably have to go back, read the original fairy tale, and then read the retelling.
150 words. Good job, Gina. Good.
Isn't that exciting? It makes you want to write more when you finally hit that like creative flow. And you love what's coming up. You're like, oh, finally. Because I know as writers, we sometimes struggle, and like you had said earlier, Evie, you're like, 400 words are still words on the page.
Exactly. Yeah. Be proud of every word you get down. Seriously.
Yeah.
It's a struggle to find the time to get the creativity juices flowing.
For sure. Okay, so did you guys see that Beauty and the Beast remake, with Emma Watson in it? I thought it was so really well done. It was so cute. But I remember at the end when like he did come out of the Beast, I was like, oh, I kind of liked him better as the Beast. Isn't that's terrible? So Sienna.
Really? Yeah.
She said yes. So Sienna, if your guy's going to stay in wolf form, people may prefer that.
Yeah. No, I think everyone kind of felt that way. Just like there's that TV show. Remember the TV show about that where it was, what was it called? Was it just called Beast or something?
Oh my gosh, you're going way back. Yes. I haven't thought about that.
Like I don't know. I liked him as Beast too, so.
What was that on, like the CW or something? It was on
It was, I'm not going to age myself, but yes, it was a long time ago. I'm still 25, so technically I was not alive during that time.
No, ma'am. I already outed us because I was like, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. And you're like,
oh my gosh. First
I
of
should
all,
have been like, who is that? I know.
So you aged yourself on that one.
It shows up.
Both Gina and Sienna know. She even remembers the channel 10. Yeah, that was a decent show though. I remember I actually started rewatching it, I think last summer, because it was on Netflix or something.
Okay.
And so I went through this like nostalgic, I'm gonna watch this show, and yeah.
Well, that's why the freaking Gilmore Girls is on.
Oh my
Like, people
gosh.
love that show, and I never got into it the first time, and now that I watch, I've watched some with my daughter, and I don't know, I just don't always like the shows where the child has to parent the parent. They're kind of like, and so that seems like a lot of it. That show is so popular.
Oh, you went
Do you
quiet.
know that show? Okay, I'm going to add Beast to my Netflix playlist.
Beast, oh my gosh. Yeah. It was definitely a moment of nostalgia. I mean, the show's not that bad. It's still pretty good. And as for Gilmore Girls, I don't remember when I watched that. My kid was small. She was still in toddler diaper butt stage when I watched like the whole thing, because they did like some revival or something. Remember where they added more episodes when she was an adult, and so I wanted to watch that. So I watched everything, and then watched the new stuff too. So yeah, it was good. Was it called Beauty and the Beast? I don't know why I thought it was just Beast, but it probably was Beauty and the Beast.
All of it.
My memory's awful.
Is it Cassie's? I have a question. So have you guys noticed that, I'm obviously of the age of Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, but I don't write for my age group, right? So I write younger. My characters are in their 20s. And so when I read other people's work where the author is older like me, writing down into that age group, their references are not a match. Have y'all noticed that? Like, they'll write in Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch to 20-year-olds, and 20-year-olds are like, who? Or like, 20 to 30, like, who is that dude? Have y'all seen that in your books that you read?
I've noticed some discrepancies every now and then, but at the same time, I don't usually keep up with pop culture myself because those people are so far removed from me. Like the only person or people I tend to keep up with are whoever I have a crush on, like my past with my husband, right? So obviously Henry Cavill, every now and then I keep up with him because he's my inspiration for Ricky in the story. But
Okay, because that man is
yeah,
beautiful.
that's an understatement, but yes. Um,
He's
but just
perfect
like,
too. Like he's so
yeah,
gentlemanly. You always see
oh
him
my
like,
God.
you know,
And he's a
doing his
gamer.
arm to any of the ladies at the award show. He jumps up and gives the arm and helps them up, and you're like, oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, yes. And he's a geek like me. He's a gamer, so that's bonus points. Um, but yeah, famous people are so far removed from me. I'll hear stuff, but I don't actively follow them. I just don't have the energy or patience because I've got my own life to worry about. So every now and then I will see something like someone mentions like a group from the 70s. I'm like, really? Like even I know that's like before my time kind of. So yeah, it'll show sometimes. Oh my gosh,
Wesley
Wesley
Snipes.
Snipes. Girl,
What happened to him?
all the
I guess
bad.
is he still alive? Have you seen him in Mission
I
Impossible? That
have
might
not.
be
Is he still alive? Is that what you asked? Yes, he's still alive. I haven't really seen any movies recently.
okay. Well,
Blade was decent.
did you know Bernie Mac died? Like I didn't know he died. He was
Yes, I
so
knew
funny,
that.
but it was like he was part of the Kings of Comedy, right? And so I
Yes.
thought they're all fun. Like Steve Harvey now has his like talk show, and you know, so I didn't know he had died. So me asking about Wesley Snipes is not that far off.
Yeah. I didn't know he was in Mission Impossible. Wait, Wesley Snipes was in? I haven't seen the new Mission Impossible actually, so I don't know. I don't know who's in that one. It's on my to
Maybe she
watch
means
list even.
Henry Cavill is in Mission Impossible.
He is? Are you serious? Because now I have to watch it. Wait, are you
To
joking?
the movie theaters.
It's like, sorry guys, gotta go, bye. Just exit the live. Oh no. Oh, now I
Yeah,
feel like
Henry
I
is in
head
it.
down. Oh, I gotta go. I thought like I know he was in that other one, like the man from or called Uncle or something. He was in some other action show thing that I kind of saw a while back, but I didn't know he was in Mission Impossible. Now I have to go watch it. Uh,
Ooh, all caps. Yes, ma'am.
I'm literally just like, why have I delayed this so long?
Evie's
I
like,
don't
screw
know.
these edits. We're going to the movie theater.
Pretty much. Well, see, the thing is that my husband wanted to watch it, but it's difficult for him to have that much time set aside to watch a movie because he works really early in the morning. Like he leaves at 5 a.m. and then he goes to bed at like 9. And I'm a late person, so I'm waking up at like 10, 11, and then going to bed at like 2, 3 in the morning. So it's hard for us to find some time to like watch a movie. And so he wants to see that. And I've been waiting for him to watch that, but I'm going to have to lie and say that I haven't seen it because I'll be watching it after this live now. And I'll just be like, oh, did you want to see that movie? Because I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, we'll just have to watch it. I'll have to watch Henry twice. Oh no, woe is me. But
You know, someone has to do it. You just take one for the
yes,
team.
I will take one for all the ladies. Okay. And whoever likes him, I think he just crosses all kinds of genders. Oh no, he froze. I don't know. I can still see you just fine though. I can see Gigi just fine.
Yeah.
So sorry if we froze. But yeah, that's it. I guess I'll
Oh, man.
watch. Oh, I hear the puppy now. It's on Netflix.
Oh. Game changer. Now you can see it anytime. And you don't have to go to the movie theater.
Yeah, it's nice. Okay, so are we gonna do more? I might have to go get a package soon because my new printer is supposed to come today, and they said I was one stop away like 20 minutes ago, so I feel like it should be right outside already. I should check.
I can stay on if you guys want to. Let's see. Okay, ladies, I'm off to bed. Oh my gosh.
Late, Sienna.
Thanks for joining us,
for hanging out.
lady. Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me check to see if the printer's out there, and I'll be back.
Alrighty. Well, I think we can do another sprint if you guys want to. We'll wait for EB. You don't have to tell stories. We know you're off to Netflix. Oh my gosh, that's so true. I do wonder though, you know how they have the writer's strike and they have the actors strike now? I wonder what Netflix is going to do. Like, are we going to have like a big time period where there's like nothing new coming to Netflix? Or I think Paramount was one of them too. Are they going to have like more foreign films?
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, I feel like they should definitely be getting their royalties and such because they put a lot of work into making these stories come to life and these films come to life.
Yeah.
So I definitely feel like the writers and the actors need to get their share in being paid. But it's definitely going to affect what comes out soon. Because who knows, really.
Yeah, well, I wonder if they're going to put more foreign films. You know, because sometimes they bring over like movies and TV shows from like the UK and Europe. Mm-hmm. And they're not affected by the strike at all. So I thought, oh, I wonder if the content's going to be more foreign films.
Which I don't mind. I like the foreign stuff. I watch a lot of Korean drama and a lot of the British shows like, oh gosh, there's some detective series, a couple of those that I like to watch. So I wouldn't mind.
I don't mind either. They have that a lot of those authors, Harlan. Gosh, I can't think of his last name now, but he's an author that a lot of his books have been made into movies, so I usually watch those. But yeah, there are some really hot European actors that I mean, they're not your Henrys, but they're maybe like Henry's stepbrother. They're not too bad on the eyes.
Yeah, he got all the genes in that family. Okay. Yeah, I can do one more sprint.
Alrighty.
And then I should probably do like lunch for my kid.
Well, I mean, it's good to feed your family.
Yeah.
Gotta get back to life.
Yeah, I gotta feed the kid. But she's been pretty good so far, so she had breakfast. Just making sure I don't miss my printer. Okay, let me get my binder. All right, I got my binder and ready to go.
All right, another 25 minutes?
Yes.
Here we go. Starting now.
Good luck, everybody.
Happy writing.